Okay, I need to switch the game. Okay. Press the A button. Okay. I need my Stardew notes to please move. Okay. Continue. Llamas, you're here. Alright, load the selected save data. Woo!
Case.
Yup, some shit's happening. Thundering, lightninging, raining. A stabbing! We said we got threatened with a knife, didn't we? Didn't we? Two dudes with knives in two different places? Will he have in his hand the knife? I'm probably gonna have to move this. Hopefully to theirs, okay. Okay, it's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. What girl? February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Oh, you took a nap, Llamas? I just laid out a lot of laundry, honestly. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Why could he not possibly also be an attorney? That's great. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. Oh, Crunch, what kind of soup did you make? We all sleepy today. It's the truth. Better than nobody. Existing. Yeah, bare minimum. Yeah, for real. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Nice, that sounds good, Crunch. Great, another future professional in training. The case. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. You can't just go throwing around scientific fact, but okay. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? Well, now I'm just asking all the wrong questions right now. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically, don't you? Yeah. Sure can't falter for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. I just did all this out of order, and I'm mad about it. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. They went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney, and well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry.
Working on the overall for it's going honestly fairly fast.
No, there's nothing to examine here. I guess we move to go talk to the sister. How did Phoenix start this game? For real. My favorite kind of soup is, can I get a sip of your? Oh my god. You're the best. Okay, let's see the sister. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year? Understood, ma'am. Okay, because she's the one paying the guard. I see. What was that all about?
I'm trying to keep my overall pretty.
What is fancy bitch? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... It's Mia and Maya all over again. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Yes, what is correct? I always forget you can't examine the person. I'm like, I want to examine her, like, stuff. There's something you should know from the start, which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Wow, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. Hey, Jim Bento, how's it going? Objection, indeed. I suppose the correct term is detective. I'm so glad I'm playing a reading game on a day where I cannot speak. A detective. Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Mega hi! Oh snap, how come nobody told me Bun was playing my favorite game to watch people play? I've been playing it very spread out for a while now. But we're on the final case now. I'm gonna try to finish it up tonight and tomorrow. How are you doing, Mega? I saw that you were streaming earlier too. How did that go? No, Llama, stop it! I meant like her badges and stuff. Jesus, I did say that though. Ugh. It means if this were in the US, she'd be lucky to be alive. Yeah, for real. For real. Better than usual. That's great to hear. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. Are responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. What? Why is she just like nonchalantly confessing to this? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey. It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Attracted? Excuse me? Intellectually attracted, Lana was the top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh, well, we all got excited about that. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. I don't think we need to talk, right? No. We move to the parking lot where he said we were moving to. God, I have to like hydrate so much during this game. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work.
Oh.
Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh, God. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. Oh, shit. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? Oh, shit, that's a threat. What's this guy talking about? I don't know, but he's threatening as fuck. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. I like when I just have to do an accent for one of these characters. It's so funny. Was that a hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Yeah, for real, that was him. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, I won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Well, how's there no clues there? This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha, the theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Oh, there's some here. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
Honestly, yeah.
How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. A foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now. Look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh, look. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of the A button. It's an ID. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it.
It just wasn't, I don't know, first plays tend to kind of take a while to actually...
Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on.
Can you hit L?
Oh my god. They really don't make it clear that you need to slide. Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say there should be stuff to look at over here.
Thank you. God, I felt so dumb. I was like, there has to be something to do. Okay. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along. Unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gosh, scary. Bless you. Can you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self. Look up vittles, saloon, cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Ray. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Ma'am? What's this? She couldn't be. Oh, I don't have a CO cam on this one. We could hear CO this entire time and couldn't see them. How rude.
I didn't have my CO cam on either for a little while. Maybe it was better.
You little sweetie. Oh no. Also, Llamas, I love your cha-cha real smooth. This is great. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Ma'am!
What?
Sorry, Mommy. Sorry, what? Yes, ma'am. Okay. The case. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I knew that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday's special for some reason. I messed it up. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Why is she there? I'm so confused. Who hands out lunches like this? What you witnessed. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? Oh, I mean, you didn't really she's here. She's here. She made me mommy sorry mommy her, but she's still here. She said it was a fascinating spectacle to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife, so her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? We all have questions!
We all have questions. Just answer them all, please, and thank you.
Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell... Wait. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set? I don't know what she's saying. I'm tired. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? Oh, straight, I see. Maybe bi. You never know. You can always hope. See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Yeah, we have more questions, ma'am. Oh, you can't slide over anymore. Okay.
So yeah, if you ever get an opportunity to slide and check stuff out, you probably should.
I didn't see that it was there, so thank you.
Yep.
I would buy that lunch if you know what I mean. Oh my god, for real. Mommy, you saw the crime? Seriously, I guess she did. I don't trust her though, but she's hot. Okay, we in the High Prosecutor's office. Is that Von Karma's outfit on the wall? What, a K on a trophy? Is this Von Karma's office? This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright? You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice, yeah, it's Von Karma, I can tell. No, it's Edgeworth!
Edgeworth?
I thought for sure it was Von Karma because of the K. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? She said it! What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Sorry. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... allegedly stabbed him is what you're looking for. Wait, so you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir, Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too, to think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Skye's the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth. Didn't he confess to a crime last time? He did, but we got him out of it. I have an ad coming up in 13 minutes. Do you want to take a break then?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Skye. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Added to the court record, Edgeworth's knife, the murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of victim's blood. No prints. I mean, she would know better than to leave prints, for sure, but... Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Do we present him with something? Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? Sigh. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Oh, did he take it or we just didn't show it to him?
He just didn't show it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess let's go back here. Nope. Okay. No. No. Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this, a behavioral study of lawyers? Okay, no, that wasn't it. I have nothing.
Examine the trophy on the couch.
Oh, I didn't examine anything in his room. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back to the underground parking lot and then back to his office. You're right. He showed up before I could examine anything. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Gumshoe. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Mumbles of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Okay. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? I don't think so. Wait, it was Old Bag? She sells cheeseburgers. Stop. She has red hair. It's in braids. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Wow, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. No, it's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Weird. Oh, I didn't actually investigate it yet. Like I did, but it spawned like a cutscene. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? A great question. Oh, the window. Whoa. What of you? It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. It's cool if you already think the person is cool? Yeah, for real. Okay, I don't really know what to do from here, so I think this is a good spot to take a break and we'll try to figure it out from there. Are you in a good spot for a break, Levy? Okay. I can tell I'm tired because I just keep being like, it's not obvious what I do next. When that clip came up. So that Cult of the Lamb clip came up. No, I missed it. Oh, that was a good one. I don't know why I had a ritual song that was just perfectly timed, but there we are. So wait, what do I do? I should have, yes, I forgot. I forgot.
Prosecutor trophy added to the court record.
Yes.
Have you presented that trophy to Edgeworth?
No? Do I need to check it at all?
I don't think so. I think just go present it.
Okay.
Let me run back here. So I can remember where level covert battles are at in this area.
I was trying to present it. Okay, so basically this says that you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? There we go. Sorry, I had to, I had to blow my nose and it fucked up my ears. Oh no. Oh, okay. It almost popped back to normal. Investigations after this murder. And our client has like confessed. So this is interesting. And then Edgeworth is like prosecuting. We found out is basically the TLDR of what's happening here.
Okay, well that was fast.
Oh, Zell, no, you.
I'm pretty sure that kills.
Let's see. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day
Hey,
at the
cleaning my
prosecutor's
wedding
office.
That was
Cleaning day.
super on me.
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors, and that's when you got the shield. Wait. I'm so tired today, and I can't talk, so of course I'm playing a game where I read out loud like I'm in class. Okay, and that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. Well, the murder occurred at 5:15, so your alibi falls short. I mean, if it were an alibi. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. It's a parking stub. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. Yeah, I remembered. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who's this guy? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence on the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. Please don't scream at me. I wasn't aware. I kept going. I wasn't aware of whatever. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Does it have?
Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Damn, they really love to hold a raise over your head. Whimper. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right? Yes, sir? God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. Just everyone's like, sir, you may leave now. Let's see what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Almost exactly. Go down to the police department. You can ask him we're there. Thanks. He seemed to have finally calmed down at least. Okay, we gotta go to the police department. I don't know why we have to go to this underground. Oh, because it's the parking of this building. Maybe we parked in there. Okay, here's the entrance. Woo, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me that it took almost 30 minutes by taxi and traffic wasn't even that bad. Excuse me, sir? Sir! The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Yeah, he's fucking terrifying. What is that thing doing?
Probably shouldn't have lost my Deanna in this fight, but I wasn't expecting to shut
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Yeah, that's a great question. Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Don't try to make him happen, please. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? Oh, Gumshoe. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. The case. I got a drink.
Oh, I keep looking at the shadows.
Okay. I'll give you one word of advice, pal.
Okay.
You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Wow, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Alright, let's examine some shit. He's coping. Let him dance in public if he wants, right? Like, why am I so mad at him for dancing with the thing? The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow, the thought fails to excite me. This fucking thing. I was wondering about that. What, the Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, Gumshoe made it. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger panel added to the court record. Oh, I didn't read what it said. A work of art designed by the Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Do I need to check it? I don't know what I'm checking. There's nothing to check. Options.
Have you presented Goodwin's ID to Gumshoe?
No, was I supposed to?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were not supposed to be presenting this thing. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? There we go. Now I should get more talk. Yeah. Oh my god. That quote. Also, I want to cry at this song right now. So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? So how out of date we are. Okay, let's see. She says, I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal, Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but
Jesus, that HBA.
Word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Conversation. Okay, he's gonna say the same thing again, but okay, found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Evening, sir. You been drinking? Evening.
Making things even. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Wait. These are doing the same thing. Literally all I haven't presented to him is this thing. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good.
Okay.
I feel like a crazy person right now. Oh? It did unlock another talk. Okay. He's in a tough spot. Again. Again. We remember the last one. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Sorry. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. There we go! Letter of introduction. So I had to show him either the car stub, the ticket stub. Introduction received from Detective Gumshoe allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, now we go back here. Yes! Whenever you get the green writing. Thanks, Theo. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Well, probably the girl, yeah. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
Okay.
What happened to the security guard?
So in that case,
She got a lot of boyfriends, I guess. Any girlfriends, perhaps? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Look, she's hot. I'll say it.
It's at least only Emperor.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. How does he have so much chin hair that he always has some to scrape off with this knife? Is what I want to know. The victim. But wants to hit on the suspects. No, she's a witness, actually. Which is probably worse. It's not a sharp knife. That's how much man he is. Yeah, that's what he's trying to show, obviously. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest?
Shit, that did way more than I thought, and it poisoned.
There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. Wait, why is this the same thing over and over? I just don't know why it let me have those talk points without showing this to him, I guess?
No!
Would you mind reading this for me?
God,
What's
damn
this?
it.
I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
Really bad.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. He never makes sense. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded.
Okay, the Torkoal at least
Okay.
has Shadow Guard, which is pretty good.
Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Oh, so maybe he's actually going to talk to us now that we gave him the thing. Nope.
If we're allowed to ever.
Oh, no, he was. Good men always die young. We'll always remember that, partner, or whatever he said. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. There's like a hair in my mouth?
I don't know what this moveset is. I'm just gonna go for it.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. Not a shindig, but a hootenanny. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. It's the hair from his chin, right? It's flying into my face, sir, please. This here's the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. I thought the murder happened at 5:15. What would 4 p.m. have to do with it? Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You call me out, they shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. Objection! Hey, Finn! How are you? Great to see you! We are a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason, we're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. Sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs without Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation?
Oh, that's right, it's Spiky.
Can we examine now? Yeah. Okay. Examine the car. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
That's a little annoying, actually.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Back at the car. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something written on it. 675 12 2. Oh, it's an S. 67S 12 2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. Victim's memo found in the car trunk. What's this? A cell phone. Oh my god. This was a cell phone? I was like, what's this? Another wallet?
Now I'm a little worried.
No. A really skinny flip phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Right, let's check it out.
Let's just try to throw it it's paralyzed.
Why is it moving on its own? Oh. Okay. It selected it for me. I thought there was something wrong with my controller for a minute. Wow. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we had to use the button to open it. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
Jesus.
Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Ah, oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, that last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone, except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Was she calling him?
We're now down
Ad starting soon? Are you serious? What a time. Alright. Since we just received game-changing news, we needed to, wait for the ad to be done. Okay, I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Alright. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record. Property of Lana Sky. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. We got another question to ask now. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
With sands?
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
Okay.
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here. But who? Office atmosphere. Suspicious about... Wait. I read it with the N upside down and said suspicious. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals.
Whoa, that did a lot of damage. And a disabled bubble beam? Oh.
What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Super fucking
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Beep. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours.
Yeah, that was a good double protect. They're probably going to target the Vaporeon.
At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated in the court record. Property of Lana Sky, last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here.
And at least took out the cactus.
Okay. Let's do the trial. Let's do the trial. Not the dust! It's embarrassing. Like, weird, but just like they act like they've never seen him before, you know? And it's like, that was like colors. Okay. Let's get back into the game. Lana says, how did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis.
Might just.
I bet myself all the time. Bet away, bitch. I love that. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. What? The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia, but there is one decisive difference between you and her, and that is you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
Everyone got super confused with this.
There's no dust noticeable everywhere since you cleaned other spots thoroughly. No. I hate when that happens. When you're like spot cleaning like a certain area. Yeah. Okay, Phoenix says my first trial without a fae helping me. Oh no. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Oh shit. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Well, we have an Emma this time. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Gun. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. Hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well, was it Angel? Oh. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
Yes.
The cough-up queen? Why is that her name? I don't want to know, but I do want to know.
It does sound extremely dirty.
I think it means she gets you to pay for things.
Yeah, probably.
Cough it up. You know? That's all I can think of. Oh my god, Amanda, you did it on your lunch break? You're so cute. Haven't I seen you somewhere? I also do want to know, for real. You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Ho ho, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
Okay.
And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What? Yeah, no, thank you. Name, profession, now. Me, the name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Okay. Hurry up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Oh, shit! What? Miss Star was a detective. Aha! I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? Who is she? Bunny lady. Cough up lady. If I might... if I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. I mean, yeah, that's the crime scene setup. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans added to the court record. The parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Testimony. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Alright, this belt is too tight, I gotta take it off. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay, I'm not looking at chat, sorry. Oops. Gonna try to go get double coffee because even though it's probably not a smart idea, I have taxes to do. Still in a room to clean. Good luck. Should do some tidying, but I'm still around. Thanks for the lurkies. Good luck tidying. Okay. Cross-examination time. Somehow, I always knew. Was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. We're gonna just press everything. This boyfriend, he's the detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend, you have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? Ma'am?
Oh, that sounds good. Can I help out? Yes, ma'am.
Gay.
Linking just happened.
The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Well, I've noticed you haven't mentioned any girlfriends, so like, let me know. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. We all did, honey, look at her. The security guard room is in the lot. Wait, the security guard room is in the lot in A block. Okay, yeah, it is. Over here. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with a security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Hold it. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. That was unnecessary.
Rude.
What, you're gonna tell the judge he smells? Maybe we want to win this case, ma'am. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Okay, yeah, so this means that she's in the B side, I guess. Hold it. By garish car, you mean Edgeworth's car. Yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? The judge doesn't know about this? Okay. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof. We can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me? I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Oh, that's a threat. And she's still hot when she's mad, so I'm just saying.
And she's still hot.
Well, some of the people look okay. He said that was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Okay. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Starr. Uh-oh. That is unmistakably Lana Skye. So what was the defendant doing at the time? I mean, she's clearly doing something in that trunk. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? There was no knife. Alright, we figured it out. Objection! And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Skye not holding a knife? We would all like to know. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Or you got a better idea? I'm gonna just say objection again, I think. Objection.
52.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was premeditated murder. Objection. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Warg! These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Can I press it? What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Objection. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. She came to do murder. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Arg. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I mean, your client already confessed, so is it not already over? I don't really know what's happening here. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. I would need to prove that it's not premeditated, or like that this is wrong.
This one says to present the knife, so there must be something on the knife.
Oh, huh. Well, I was thinking something with the knife because it says no prints, specifically. But isn't that just proving that what she said is true? Let's see. I'll check it again, but we already checked the blood.
Check the other handle. Something else.
No. No. I'll try to present it though. Objection. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? Oh. What's happening? Or was that just going without me?
Just imagine there's something and then it got to auto dialogue.
Oh. But then it was like, Mommy, our prosecutor's bad. Who was saying that?
Someone in the audience, I guess.
Fucking weird. Okay. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Ugh, warg.
I mean, he has a point.
I mean, unless she knew that that was already in Edgeworth's car and wanted to, like, frame him. Is just what I assumed. Order, order, order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? Hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That's the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do.
You been drinking?
That's what Angel says, but you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. Yeah, for real. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Revised testimony. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. What a lie! It said 1 stab wound. Nope, 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 nope. I already know what I'm gonna object with. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Yeah, hurry up! I got shit to say!
So much to do, so much.
Death due to loss of blood. 1 knife wound. Objection. Bitch. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Because it didn't happen! Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. Ho ho! He said you take it too long, bitch! What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from 1 stab wound. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Now you're... No. You're just backtracking all over your story. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. We're getting annoyed, ma'am.
We getting annoyed.
You may be hot, but you're taking up our time. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Bitch, what do you even mean? Her red muffler? What the fuck? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? People often mistake my beard for a bib. Can we, like, get back to relevancy here? A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only 1 knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Okay, why are we repeating ourselves again now?
Because you might need to present it.
Oh, because I ended the thing again
Yeah.
on accident. The whole scene was. Okay, we're gonna have to present something somewhere. Wait, I don't think she's wearing it. She's not wearing it! An ad's about to start! Hurry up, ad! Alright, the ad's gonna start. Do you want to take a break, actually?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let's actually take a break. Okay. This crime photo. She's not wearing that red muffler. So we're gonna present it. Objection. Oh. I don't know why it keeps like going so fast. Objection, whatever I said. And then he objects and says the witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim.
It's the sort of thing.
And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really? I mean, there is blood splatter on the jacket, but... Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part. The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. How many testimonies is this bitch gonna give? Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starr. That's me! That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bit. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? I mean, there definitely was one kicked over. But... Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. She said rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Oh yeah, we gonna cross-examine this shit out of this. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Hold it. Where's this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there. Okay, no, I remember that. But how would she have gotten through this fence? Is now where we're at. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Well, I know that I am going to present there. We'll have to figure it out. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Press her, because there was a fence! I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you? I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cough-up queen. Lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. Yeah, no, that's like a very tall fence. There's no way she scaled that super easily. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Yeah, your testimony has so many holes, it should probably just be called Swiss cheese. And also, why would she mention the muffler? I have so many questions about this testimony. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court does not see Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order, and so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. At what point are we like, things aren't adding up from your testimony? Because at this point, it kind of sounds like this bitch did it, and she's trying to, like, blame the other girl. Anyway, the things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Lana's cell phone updated in the court record. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. This is ridiculous, but okay. I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha, I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence? Did they have to make her boobs that good?
Good gracious, boob.
Gay! Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright?
If I can get through this...
The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel's Star, resistance is futile. Hold it. She made to escape? Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. We do remember this, yes. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Yeah, that's not the direction you would leave from. Excellent, more mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. For real. So Miss Sky tried to run? I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me.
Okay, so go back.
To where? This one?
Yes. Present the floor plans on that one. You might have just done it on the wrong thing.
I did do it on the next one. I don't see why that matters.
Sometimes this game is very picky about that.
I know, but I don't know why.
Okay, he slammed his hands on the desk. There you go.
Okay. Thank you. That was so weird and dumb.
Okay.
Miss Star, have to conclude that...
Where I was at this time.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna protect.
Miss Star, have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
I'm gonna switch out some
Objection.
bed.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? Humph, I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem, let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. Yeah, there's no way that you would have seen her run to the phone.
Let's.
She's sweating. She said. Sweat.
Okay, so the thing that sucks
Press
here
enter.
is I get fake out
Was that the thing posted on Twitter? Yeah, so
and then probably
part of it. That was the first $800 of it. Later that day, our air conditioner and heater went out in the car. Like, literally later that day.
Able to potentially take out one side here.
And we have had to try to figure out what's going on with that. So it's gonna be, I just had to pay like $180 for the diagnostic for that, and then it's gonna be at least like 500, 500 or 600 more. So I'm not. It's not going great.
Which probably means we can do drops. But I have to.
Okay, she's sweating. She's sweating. I believe you see what I'm getting at.
assumed Ramble and
That emergency phone was on the back side of this
I
partition.
could just bolt switch.
I
out
was
actually.
trying to look at the oil drums. I wasn't
Maybe
thinking of
when I
this.
do
If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen
Okay,
it.
but the fake out pressure.
Wag. Order. Order. What is the meaning of this?
If Pikachu lives
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies.
Because I have to prevent the awkward.
Grr. Objection. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong.
Growing not going down is pretty big because
The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, the order of events.
and get a little bit of something.
I mean, she lied about what she saw. If she was in that spot, or she lied about where she saw it from.
I actually did one of paralysis there, which is the reason why.
Oh, that's one that CO said in the chat.
I think what I do now.
It was where. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order.
I mean,
What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean that she lied about where she
I
was.
think this double
That she witnessed the crime from a different location, yeah.
Because it prevents something from switching into a fake.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Ooh.
Objection. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Starr
Tuscan and
witnessed the crime was
Arbiter.
here.
And then volt switch is
Well,
Bramble.
she's saying she witnessed the crime from here. And that's just proving to be false.
Next one has
So,
Bramble has bite, fire, strength,
I don't know.
Do you need my help again?
Well, because she had to be able to get the picture. Yeah, I might need help.
Present the security room. Did we present the security room or just today? And sorry, I didn't
I thought I was looking for something to present. I didn't know that was presenting. God fucking damn it.
I mean, that might actually be okay, but I think that's wrong.
Ah! I want to see the emergency phone, but if she was there, she would have been able to arrest her well before she dialed her cell phone.
Okay, so you
God
gotta,
damn it, I messed it up. She was clearly with her boyfriend.
you gotta move it over to the security.
I get that now. I didn't realize. I pressed the wrong thing. Oh my god, I'm losing health.
Okay, Momo needs to swap in the Mustang and
Okay, in the security room.
out.
Take that. This is the only place where she could have been.
Let's go, Bramble.
The security guard room? Indeed. The security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there.
Actually do a lot of damage.
But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Because her boyfriend. Not in this case, Your Honor.
Interesting that I can
The witness,
get
not being
back
part of the
to
prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. How did she get the picture, though? I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes?
I think I get before
Well, Miss Starr?
Overall, the most bulky.
How many years have I been getting the better of men to think that the tables could be turned?
Okay, ice punches.
Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star.
Get fucking frozen. Okay.
Order, order. Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
Thanks, Gabe.
Not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh?
It's frozen.
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station.
And immediately got frozen. on her
It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Well, but who took that picture then?
And then get a
That truth still stands. Objection. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
I can potentially.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh?
stall
Me?
Just a little bit.
Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
80 dead, 27 months. Goddamn.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station,
This battle is
but she lied and said she saw it from
I
B
might
block.
be able to pivot this.
It must make a
right
vital
side
difference.
until
But what? What would
combusting
change?
cause. It's kind of my only shot right now.
Angle of view to the crime. Distance to the crime. Difference in lighting. I think I'm gonna say angle of view because I've been really like stuck on that picture. How would she have gotten that picture from that angle? So I'm gonna say this. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. This is important. Why? Oh no. Oh no.
Do you need my help?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not restarting this. I just am like too dumb to play this game apparently.
You're not too dumb. In this case, it's witness the crime to the security station. One nice punch.
Okay, so it's clearly not the angle of view to the crime.
It's distance to the crime.
Okay, well, I thought it was angle of view because she has a picture from the angle she said she was at.
It says distance to the
I mean, I understand because I already chose the wrong one, but it makes no sense that it would be this. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. Objection. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Objection. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. How long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness, you... Yes?
Literally my own.
You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station.
Stumbling for all these turns for no reason, because if so, that's a bit of a show on my part.
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene.
I don't know if this will
But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
I think this side is just gonna have to pivot into tentacle now.
So now it's taking all this time? That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. Yeah, that's really weird.
Okay, fire punch does.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
That was a bit of a
5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Oh, gee, I love this game in this case! Go Cat, how's it going? Welcome in! Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Oh, this isn't going well for anybody. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this?
Raise an objection.
"5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente.
I'm gonna get one more bolt cap off and then try to...
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yarg!
I think I can get one more bulk up.
5 minutes to run around a small parking lot, seriously. I've been great, and you? I've been doing okay. I have been better, but, you know. We're doing alright. That's just what he would say if he did kill someone. My thoughts exactly, Kevin. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright! That was too close.
Alright, well that's the guy.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
There, I guess, by setting up
The judge
again,
is the real
I'm pretty
murderer.
Sure I needed to be +3 to be able to OCO everything else that was in the back. I guess I didn't play around the crit massage potentially killing, but literally every other turn it was just going for...
She said, Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. Foist?
God damn it.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I feel like the AI cheated.
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo, a triple decker. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Yeah, I'm kind of over this, so let's figure it out. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time?
I think I kind of choked a little bit by not just going for...
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. How are you going to withhold that, though? What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Objection. Witness, what is the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Nah. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so.
Super fucking me on random.
We good? We okay? We good? Okay. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. This is so confusing. Llama's high! This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Hold it. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Ew. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe?
Hold on. Are you on the 5th statement with pressing? Say there's a problem.
Okay. Yeah, I'm too close to losing right now. And I'm too tired to redo it, so... if I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
Flip the shoe around and present the blood on the heel of the shoe. So the cover over it.
Okay. Take that. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Glad it does.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Jesus. That's very violent.
Wow. That was a threat, like, literally in front of a judge, but okay. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Hold on. No.
No.
That's a lot.
Do you need help again?
Maybe. Let me see. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. That's true. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Ah, there's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. No blood on the ground in the picture. That's true. Okay, let's look. Did she just pull a box of food from her pocket? She has lots of them, please. She sells box lunches. Yeah. I've been distracted, so that was the first one I saw. No worries. Yeah, no blood on the ground in the picture. You're not wrong about that. How would that have happened?
So
Is it this?
You do present the photo, but it's a different part of the photo.
Gotcha.
Like you do present the photo.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. No blood at all, in fact. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. Objection. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Objection. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort, right? It's not just the picture, like, they were there. Order. Well, witness. What, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh. That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Hold it. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for.
Alright, Vaporeon.
We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There was one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Thank you, Kevin.
Sorry.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. Oh. Llamas, I missed what you said. Been so sleepy today, did like 3 things and 2 of them were coffee. Very fair. Also, good little burp. Thank you. Let's see. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth, though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the blood stains that would become evidence against her. Warg! That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. I just realized this chicken is like sideways. Oh, an ad's gonna start soon. Oh shit. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But, enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Hold it! Like, don't say it, please. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Also... Alright, let me keep going. Wait, witness. Don't tell me you have something else. Objection! The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough up queen. Look at this. Now suddenly you can see that? Okay. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo. It looks like raised up. Hey, it's clearly wet. Oh, it's wet. It's not raised up, it has a reflection on it. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right? Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Ray, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Oh my god, I know. I really read it like that too, Kevin.
Do you see the problem, or do you want me to help you with this? If you're still on your health report.
So... I see something weird in the muffler. Oh, she said something about the muffler! It's the muffler, bitches! Present the muffler. Take that. The problem in this photograph is here! What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler! Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Are you kidding me? Who calls a scarf a muffler?
3 poke spot encounters.
A muffler is also a part on a car or a motorcycle, Your Honor. A normal person would know that. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see, and I see.
That's not part.
Wow, that was really like over his head. I'm smarter than a judge on that one, I guess. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? Humph, so what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Literally everything? Because it was at the scene of the crime? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. Oh, wait, I know. This.
Yep. Good job.
Thank you. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. I think this bitch puts on the muffler. Muffler, arg, yarg. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, arg. Lois. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. I know, she did say sus, I noticed that. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Woo! That was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all. He's still hungry. He's had a lot of caviar lunches. To be continued? Do you want to take a breaky break?